We could
rearrange it to the
yeah,
edit.
yeah, we'll edit on that bullshit. But like in my mind, crypto in my mind is like all of these motherfuckers are startups. Like that's how it looks like in my mind. Like a lot of these motherfuckers are startups. Some of them, are a little bit more further down in like their process, of development. But like in my mind, like a majority of like these people are startups compared to like on the stock side. A lot of these companies are already like fully established with like uh their they have their business structure that they're going with. They like they already kind of like have like their structure or their foundation
Okay.
going. And
And,
that
and that's not necessarily always the case, but with the bigger companies, it definitely is.
yeah, I know.
And even though they change too, but
Yeah, I
go
know
ahead, go
like I
ahead.
know like the IPOs exist, and especially too like the just more undervalued, unknown fucking companies exist and shit like that. I recognize that, but like it seemed like I don't know, like whenever I was like looking at stock stuff and stuff like a lot of it was like the news or just conversations was more or less with like the bigger companies, and a lot of the conversations too were more of like option calls or like just contracts and shit like that. Not too many in the sense of like buying and like kind of wanting to hold for like the long term. A lot of it was just like the conversations was more short term kind of market trends and shit like that. And it kind of like I was like I really want to try to like watch the charts to kind of like figure out patterns and shit like that to more or less
Yeah, no, no. Technical analysis is like
yeah.
astrology to me. I still take it into account and will do it.
Yeah.
But nah, yeah, it's I will say it. No, it does have its part. Well, I mean, you're not wrong in the sense that like I like what you said that you view is all the coins as a startup, especially
Yeah.
considering the biggest one, Bitcoin, is just 12 years old. Like,
Yeah.
um, but what I will say though, what my view on the stocks is for huge crypto like gains is um companies like I mean when you look at a company I guess you just do have to assume whatever it is that you're buying it for is
Mhm.
already priced in,
Yeah.
right? Like because you people first start hearing about stocks they're like, well, I guess I'll just go ahead and buy Amazon, and not saying that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time, the next 3 to 4 to 5 years to 10 years of growth, depending on the market
Yeah.
conditions, is already priced in.
It's like
And but
whenever I get people asking about stocks, they'd be like, ah, it's like buying Ford a good company, or it's like buying this a good company. I'm just like, fuck, I don't know. These fuckers already like they haven't done shit. Like what like every time they really renew a car, like this is the same shit. The only thing I didn't foresee was just how quickly a lot of companies just jumped on the electric vehicle bandwagon. I thought there was gonna be a little bit more fight back against that, but fuck, everyone just jumped on board. So I was like, okay, well, probably would have been good to buy Ford there because you probably would have got like a little bump
yeah,
from that. But like I was thinking that was gonna be a little bit of like a longer type
hey,
shit, but
no, yeah, I'm with you, dude. No, that's funny. I had the
yeah.
exact same experience, bro. Exact same experience. And then I even saw that the family started buying some. Like, I was like, oh, all right, nah, it's gonna go up. I think it was like $4 or 5 to 6 when I was looking at it. I don't know what it is at now, dude.
Yeah,
Probably crazy.
we got into Tesla early. Well, not early. We got in Tesla before the Ford split, and that's got us pretty good. And then
Oh, before the Tesla split.
yeah, before they fucking
Yeah, dude.
we got one like probably
I
maybe
did
like a
too.
week or two before like the Ford split actually happened, and then we bought some more I think afterwards because like her mom wanted in, so we're like, all right, we'll fucking buy some more or whatever. And then
Right.
during the Corona stuff, whenever the vaccine shit was being talked about, well, my wife, she's into she wants to become a virologist, so she likes viruses, vaccine, like she likes all that stuff. So whenever talks were coming in, she's like, "Oh, we should look at fucking some vaccine companies, cause whichever one of these motherfuckers is gonna like be first to develop something, like that's it." And fucking Moderna was the one. Ah, dude,
Ah, yeah.
we betted on a fucking totally different vaccine company that didn't work out. But
Oh.
we did make like there was a we made like 3 grand on one call for this company. It was like a $30 call. Like we spent $30 and it put out like a 3 grand out of that shit. So that was nice at least. But
Yeah, that's pretty
if we
awesome.
would have threw that bitch into Moderna, we would have been even better. But bad trades
Yeah.
came after that.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people will talk their shit and say, the market's just a gambling, it's like a
Yeah.
casino, you know what I mean? But I don't know.
It
The
to an extent if you're not like paying attention to shit. Like the news is out there, the information's out there. Like
Thank you,
this,
thank you.
the people are tweeting about it, talking about it. It's out there. It's just if you're not looking at it, then yeah, it's a fucking gamble in that sense because you literally are going in
Exactly.
without knowing.
I don't know exactly. Well, shit. What got me so interested into the stocks right now is those small market cap stocks, bro. The opportunity I'm seeing right there. I'm not sure if I told you last time, but okay, small market cap. You understand what the market cap is, right?
Yeah,
Of a company. Okay, yeah, yeah. Just how much it's worth across how many stocks there is. That's
yeah. It's like
the price of the
proportional
stock.
to like like the price, like how like the volume or like the money flow that's kind of coming in, and then more or less
Right, right, right. How Apple just became they had became the first $1 trillion company. Now they're the first $2 trillion company or something
yeah,
like that. Okay,
some like
well,
weird
small
shit.
market cap it's at this point in time is going to be anything under 2 billion to about 300 million, and pretty much all the companies in this category at this moment in time are the worst they've been in about 12 years.
God
Um,
damn.
so like we I mean, not to say that they're not a falling knife.
Yeah,
I don't know when they're gonna stop. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But it's like like one of my favorite YouTubers said it. It's like if you're in a boxing match and these stocks, I don't know how much more beat up they can get, especially when you find the ones that are generating cash flow.
Mm.
Um, like shit, dude. Like I could just name two. But I don't know. The amount of opportunity I see in these is just because money in the stock market is cyclical, especially when institutions are moving most of it,
Yeah.
meaning it's gonna go through sectors or
Yeah, like the money's not staying still. Like all that, like that money is constantly flowing
always
through.
moving
It's all always moving. Like this
because
is
they're hedge funds and they need to manage people's money. If they're not doing anything with people's money, then they're what are you doing? Just holding my money. You know what I mean? Like so they constantly have to
yeah,
be
that money.
buying and
Yep.
selling. So it's like usually from my experience in the stock market, which has been about 2 to 3 years already. So I don't have a lot. I have a lot to
Yeah,
learn
I'm
still.
about like 2 years in.
Right. So we're on this journey together, and it's like what I did learn is they call it that beta factor, which is how much a stock is affected by the S&P 500 movement, and it's my whole experience in the stock market. The beta factor for as long as the S&P was doing good, smart market cap stocks are flying with it. Why? Because big, the big money, the good money is doing good. They have enough money to risk. And it does depend on other things. Like, I mean, if there's low interest rates, what is it called? Money, like it has been, where money was practically free, depending on like your credit, and from the Fed, it was practically free, meaning people have a lot of money to invest. Inflation sucks, so they're pouring it
Yep.
everywhere. Now, Jerome Powell says reverse. You know what I mean? Oh shit, we're cranking the interest rates up way sooner than we expected. Now people are trying to go to safer investments, and
Yeah.
as a result,
I think there was
these companies are destroyed, man.
I think there was a stat. Fuck. I'm probably gonna get it wrong, but there was like a study that came out that like it's probably like more than half, I want to say, of people's stimulus went into investments.
Damn.
And unless it's the opposite, it was like one of the two. Like they either like pretty much a portion of their stimulus, people who got their stimulus checks.
I put
A
my
por-
whole stimulus in stocks.
I should have done that on other shit, but I had to actually take care of financial bullshit, so that sucked. But I'm all Gucci now, so whatevs.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but that there was like actually like quite a bit of people who like jumped into like stocks and in crypto because it was just like that was the thing to do, you know. So in my mind, like I figured like that isn't gonna last that long. There's probably gonna be a few people who are gonna stick around, but ultimately I felt like that money is gonna be gone like pretty soon. Like they're not gonna like be long lasting like money in the markets compared to like other type of people. So I was kind of like more or less waiting for those fuckers to kind of like leave because those are like the people who bought into like the Doge or the fucking Ethereum Classic or some shit. Right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ethereum Classic too.
That fucker only went up because people bought it and didn't know what the
Bro,
fuck.
and that's after the hack. That was after the hack they had, or whatever
Yeah.
breach it was. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, when I saw that shit, I was like, why? I was like, whatever.
People are
Some people made,
actually retarded.
some people made money off it, so I can't hate. But I'm just like
And the
that's
stock market acts the same way, though. People can. I'm trying to think of an example, but go ahead, go ahead. I don't know what you're gonna say.
But well, I was just gonna say, just fucking. There was just people who got some like lucky on that shit. Fucking. I was gonna say on the stocks, there's some of the stocks that I wanted to get into or that were interesting to me were the ones that were crypto related. My wife got into one that's a Bitcoin mining facility, but this is gonna be like a
Okay.
long play fucking Bitcoin mining facility. But
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
in one too.
I
I'm
was
interested.
it was like an IPO one that like fucking launched like pretty recently, but it was like
What was the name?
fuck, I gotta get it from her. It was like I think it was
Because
like
there's only like three or four that I know of
Blaze or
that
some
are
shit. I think that was probably what it
significant.
is. Maybe Blaze. I don't know. That
They
might have been.
definitely got to be small.
They
I
were
don't know
like
about.
they're very like like new, like especially in like their operations. But it was like it was like this guy who's running it. He made like all this money from like running his own like Bitcoin miners and shit like that. So now they're taking on this new venture where him and like all these other people are gonna make like this big ass fucking like Bitcoin mining facility. And the idea is they want to provide majority of like the percentage of power to like the network or like to like mining bitcoins. You know how like to mine a block, like you just need more and more fucking power and then like
They want to have like
they
a
want to be like
portion of the hash rate that's just under their control, just constantly
pretty
making
much
them
yeah,
Bitcoin.
yeah, pretty much they want to be the like the biggest contributor to like the network. That's
And
what
that's
they're
their goal.
yeah,
But
that's like
and what do you say their leverage is? Like the price they got for their Bitcoin mining equipment was just ridiculously low or something, or
well, I think with this guy, it was like a whole new venture. I don't think he was moving his own facility into like hit this like whole new one. I think this is like actually being built from like the ground up type shit. I don't think it's like a like just reusing old stuff. So it was like kind of like a long play and kind of like a not necessarily a gamble, but like a very big um goal like that they were
yeah.
wanting to do. And I was like, fuck, if they could pull it off, then like that would be some like big money. But I told her like I
And
don't
this
think.
is exactly what I'm talking to you about: small market cap stocks that have the potential to make you
Mhm.
rich as much as crypto. Like as long as you're investing the amount you're willing to lose, bro.
Yeah.
Like once you're already at that point, I love that you mentioned that company. There's one that I'm in. They became my only. Like I wouldn't recommend anybody to only
Yeah.
invest in one company ever, ever. But I'm, I take risks, and this one, dude, is it's called CleanSpark. They're a Bitcoin mining company, originally um, a microgrid company, focused on like it says right here, solving modern energy challenges. I don't know. They
Oh, it's like a
basically help with
renewable
like
energy company.
connecting. Yeah, you hook up your solar panels. You have a battery.
Those
You want it all to
bitches.
work together. They're gonna help you with the software, and so they ran into Bitcoin mining. Why they got a deal on Bitcoin mining equipment, to the point where with debt and all that and energy costs, they're paying under 6,000 for each Bitcoin to produce. So
Hmm.
everything above that is profit.
Yeah, because like the Bitcoin industry, that's why I like the criticism towards like Bitcoin with it being like environmental friendly. I'm just like
It's
fucking the
it's
whole
incentivizing
yeah,
renewable energy
yeah, you're
use.
like you're literally incentivized to use renewable energy because that's eating into cost. You are
That's the
fucking
exactly.
you're literally fucking like that. You have to fucking minimize that shit. But then
It's
and that
your
was time
only cost.
I was telling my wife and all that show, I was like, why are they getting pissed like at Bitcoin miners? Like, ain't there like huge facilities that are like just render farms for fucking movies and fucking games where they're just
Dude,
running
at this point,
computers fucking like nonstop to just render
thousands of
footage?
phones.
I was like, why can't you fucking blame those bitches? I'm pretty sure their facilities ain't fucking ran majority like renewable energy. Like, what the fuck you talking about?
I think
Ah,
it's just misguided, pushed by just big organizations' agendas. They're just pushing out that's maybe they don't care and they're just saying whatever. Like
nah,
they're
it's
just
just people
saying
who
what
don't
people
fucking
want to
know.
believe.
It's people who just don't understand. It's all
That's what it
this
is.
is all fake money, internet money. It's like fucking not real. Doesn't
I
exist.
can't believe people still think like that too. It's crazy. I mean, hey, I guess I could see it, but damn, dude.
I think there's quite a bit of like probably just tech illiterate people. That sounds fucked, but like there's a lot of people who just don't understand like tech. Like people around like my age or even like younger, like yeah, they could probably like handle a tablet, you know. That's probably it. But like anything that's
Yeah, now
actual like
when you've
computer,
grasped like computer files and manipulated the software, when you're fucking with files that were kilobytes, and then you slowly seen that transition into megabytes, and then into, you know what I mean? Like
yep,
just throughout the course of your life, you really get a grasp for like how much information is just being where in the information age. Like it's
yep.
and how much a different difference the difference you think it would make it doesn't. It just like yeah, now it's right there in front of your screen, but it's half the population still is just
Yeah, no, that's
either I don't know oblivious or
well, no, it's just some people just don't care. Like, why would they? You
yeah,
know, they're fucking a fucking carpenter. Like, why would they? You know, or whatever the fuck. It's just
very true.
not everyone's gonna kind of like fucking use it, you know. That's why like the idea of like crypto like taking over like fiat or like banks not existing is just like stupid. Like not everyone's gonna fucking like be on board the shit. Like there was someone's quote it was like or someone said that like fiat and crypto like those aren't like enemies, they're not like competitors. Like fiat and crypto like they kind of could go like hand in hand with each other to give like benefit both like benefit each other, you know. And it's just like kind of true because it's just like you can't expect everybody to like adopt all this like tech shit. Like you're gonna need banks, you're gonna need money, you're gonna need someone to hold your hand to like fucking handle your cash and all that bullshit. Like you're gonna
Very
need
true.
you're gonna need these systems. And like instead of trying to
Very
like
true.
eliminate one of the others, you could just spend that time on like fucking making a system that complements both and just fucking make that shit just easy for everybody.
Very true. No, very, very true. I agree completely. Shit. What
Uh,
was I about to segue on? What was I about to say?
I heard I heard it's fuck. I think like some exchanges are trying to get like a bank account set up or like get a your own kind of like account, you know, under the shit. Like in the same way of like you know how like Cash App you could get your own banking number and all that bullshit, and you could get
Right,
your like
right,
your
right.
checks redirected there. I think like there's certain some exchanges that are trying to do the same thing where. You know, you could just have your money routed straight to their fucking shit, because they could hold USD, like they could hold fiat. Most exchanges can. You know, so and with Coinbase having like their fucking debit card, you would have access to that shit fucking instantly. You know, I think that would be interesting to see like how like the banks work. 'Cause I know banks have been trying to find ways to accept crypto or hold crypto, but other than like the older
Gotta be on a
population,
different, probably layer network, right? But go ahead, go ahead.
well, they'll probably just like use like a
Run
fucking
it like they
they'll like run it through like some other like fucking
internet based thing. Like, I mean,
Oh,
oh, it's all internet based.
well, they're gonna like partner with like a coin or like partner with the company, and like their shit's just gonna like they're gonna integrate like their whole system through that shit or
Like
whatever.
Crow
Yeah,
with crypto.
yeah. It's just like
Okay.
if it's on like the Ethereum network theoretically, then yeah, it's just if it's the ERC fucking
Little
token, you'd be
fork.
right. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but I know like they've been trying to like find ways to like hold it, and like other than like the older generation probably like maybe benefiting that, like I don't know how they'll garner others, cause like I'm trying to think like how they like what what would they offer other than like convenience to like get
And you're
crypto?
talking about, oh,
'Cause, like say that if I'm like a 50-year-old dude, I have like 50K in my bank, like hey, I want to get into crypto, but you know,
I think that's
I
it. I think that's all they'll offer you. Like you said, they're gonna hold your hand just like they do with your USD, and you know what I mean?
because they can't
Because
compete interest wise. I doubt they would
bro,
compete interest wise.
hell no. And bro, like they say, banks are only open Monday through Friday.
Yeah,
Crypto's open
yeah.
24/7. You know what I mean? Like
Because
it never closes.
that's like the only case I see it where it's just gonna be someone who's not tech savvy, someone who's old or whatever, but just genuinely interested. That you'll just go in there like, hey, I kind of want to get into this. I don't know how to do it. Like, can you help me move my money there? But then they'll probably just set you up with a fucking wallet through their system, and they'll be
Well,
like,
well,
and we'll fucking just trade your cash for this crypto, and boom, you have it, and you know you
and
could
it's just like a regular bank except with crypto. Now, what will blow their mind is when they find out that they don't need that person.
yeah yeah
There's
that
gonna be those.
that's gonna be the like the differing factor, but there's gonna be people who are just gonna be okay to just let the banks use it because they're not gonna, a lot of people don't want to fucking deal with their money. They don't want to like figure out where to put it. They could just give it to a financial
Yeah, that's very true.
advisor or the bank or whatever. Like let them deal with it. If they fuck up, hey, I could blame them. That's like the idea of like actually being responsible and that end for your cash is kind of like daunting for like a lot of people. Like there's some people that have like gotten into crypto in the sense of like explaining like what an crypto exchange is, like where to buy and like different type of wallets and stuff like that. I would always tell like make sure to tell them like like when you're dealing with like these exchanges and like you actually have these coins, like those are your coins, you're responsible for those coins. So it's just like if you send that to
Those
a wrong
coins.
wallet, it's gone. Like it's fucked. Some exchanges or some like chains have it to where it will fucking send your shit back and you'll be okay.
Damn,
You
I've
know.
never even heard of that. Usually, it's exactly the first thing you stated, where
Yeah,
you're just fucked.
those are very rare. Those are very rare cases. But there'll be times where it'll do that, and then most of the time though, like so it will just be gone, and like you can't call fucking Coinbase. They ain't gonna do anything. You can't
They
call
can't.
like like you can't call anybody else like do it. Like that was like the main thing I always try to like get to like make sure they understand is like you are ultimately in control of your shit. If you fuck up, that's it. Like you fucked up. Like I lost $300 from VeChain because like I was using their wallet, I was staking that shit, and I thought I had the fucking seed phrase, fucking saves and all that shit. Nope, my phone fucked up and lost access to that wallet. Like I have no way to get back to that wallet because my phone fucked up, and when I tried to get it fixed, it ended up fully restoring the phone. Cause like my lock button was
Damn.
fucked up, so it did like a whole full reboot. Lost full access of that shit. So I lost $300. I can't get
Damn.
back into that, so that's a fucking big L for me, and I gotta eat that shit. But it's a lesson learned. But I went in knowing that shit. That was my fucked up. I didn't have it written down. I didn't have the backup. Like my fuck up.
Yeah, nah. And I even have the homie who's like, he's like, I'm done. I'm
Mm.
done with the 12 word passwords. I'm done. It's just like some people don't. Yeah,
Yep.
people are
It
always gonna want to be lazy about it, but I can't. I can't.
like
Oof, I can't
there
relate,
are
man.
those initial. There's a lot of like steps to just get into like crypto or just get into investment. Well, like maybe more for crypto than like just say Robinhood or Webull. But like to actually like use this shit is like kind of a pain in the ass in a way. Like, oh, okay, I have my shit on Coinbase. Okay, well, I have a MetaMask. All right, well, if I send shit to MetaMask, okay, fucking, I could use it for certain shit. Oh, well, if I want to send that ETH back to my Coinbase, oh, here's a high ass fucking Ethereum gas fee. You gotta send more Ethereum to this wallet if you want to send it back, and you're only gonna get half of what you're gonna get back. You know, like actually like dealing with the networks, dealing with gas fees and all that shit or cross chain bullshit. It's kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, yeah. No, I was gonna. I mean, I would say though, the gas fees might be a separate issue that can be solvable. But
Layer two.
what was I gonna say? Layer two, exactly. There you go. Loop ring.
I
Hey.
know, boys.
What
But
was it called?
like it's a pain in the ass, like especially too, because you got the Ethereum chain, then you got the Binance chain. Those bitches don't mix well together. So if you want to fucking um transfer money between fucking chains, you gotta find a fucking bridge, pay whatever the fuck it's gonna cost to even do that, and it's like such a pain.
Yeah. What I will say though, it technically, in I don't know, maybe I could be wrong. I don't know, because I would say like opening a brokerage might have been, just as difficult back in the day. These days it's very easy.
Yeah,
You just
back then they yeah,
get the app.
fucking with the apps, they changed the game
But
apparently.
but think about yeah, no, they did. Robinhood was as much shit as people talk about him. I'm always
Yeah.
Robinhood with it. But what is it called?
But except for crypto, then they add their fucking wallets. Li-
Yeah, no, ASAP.
But
Um,
continue.
oh yeah, yeah. What was it saying? Oh yeah, I don't know. I feel like the hurdles used to be so now those hurdles what they allowed you to do was just buy stocks.
Hmm.
Now these hurdles with this crypto, like I don't know. I feel like the hurdles might be a little bit more, but what it's allowing you to gain is so much more
Oh yeah,
than the hurdle. You know what I mean? So it's
yeah,
like it could sound complicated until like you realize how much people are willing to actually learn
yeah.
about it
Because
just for the sake of gaining the benefit, especially when you're in the third world country or something like that, you know?
like with crypto, there's like the top of the iceberg, right? You know, there's the Bitcoin, there's the Ethereum. You know, we got some of like the Polygons, we got Loopring. You know, we got some of like
It's
the
a
bigger
rabbit hole.
coins. You know, Dogecoin. You know, you got those big coins out there and shit like that. Then like further down the iceberg, you got like fucking DeFi fucking pools. You got fucking staking pools. You got liquidity pools. You got fucking like high interest, high like fucking APY shit that exists where you can fucking see APYs up to like 40,000 or 80,000 and shit like
Banks can
that.
never compete type thing.
Yeah, and it's
Risk is there,
yeah,
but
no, the
yeah.
fucking risk is there all the way, but like, like you could like find like these fucking like high yield type like fucking pools, which could turn like real good income. Like I've heard people make like real good money. I'm trying to dabble into them, but I'm kind of playing it a little bit more safe than others. I'm messing with Udly right now. I want to provide liquidity for them, but it's
Udly, a
yeah,
coin.
it's a coin. They work off of the Algo or Allogrand, whatever the fucking network. But
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of that one.
pretty much they supply liquidity for small coins. So if they want to kind of get their shit started, kind of get some money in and out, and just get some trades going, they would go to like
Lock
places
in
like
that liquidity.
yeah, they'll go to places like Udemy, have their community provide liquidity. The community gets like high as APY. Like if you provide liquidity, you get a lot more. If you want to stake your shit, you could get still a decent amount. And like the APYs are pretty reasonable, even though some of them are like high. Like there's one that's like 1,775 APY. That's actually kind of reasonable compared to like others, because you can see on like other sites up to like 30,000, 40,000, and all that shit. And for
Quick
those
question though, is that APY denominated in the currency itself or USD
currency
usually? Do you know?
itself.
You, the currency itself. So yeah, so they can never run out technically, and it's
Yeah.
that's why they can manage it. But so it comes down on whether that return is going to crash it by the people who are staking it, or
Yeah.
if they're going to sell it.
Yep. So that's where the volatility or risk goes in, is where, you know, there is when a sell-off happens, it could drastically change the price and cause like a fucking mass sell-off, to begin with. But like the whole idea is that if it's within like the Yuli kind of family and it's like, being supported, the whole I guess idea is that, you know, it would not just like instantly dump, but those cases do happen and then like the markets just fucking like change in general. But like the APY is a little bit more reasonable because like if you stake their regular coin, like their yearly coin, if you stake that one, you get like 24.6% APY. It kind of fluctuates, um, so it'll be like higher or lower depending on like the volume. But
Okay.
while you're staking that, you will earn its token as well as the Algo token. So you'll be earning two tokens from just one at like a 24.6% APY. And like right now, the current price of this coin is like 9 cents.
Okay. Okay. Damn. And so like on $1,000 over each month, how much is that? Let me see. Let me see. 1,000 times 24%, right?
Hmm.
Divided by 12. So that's about a $20 return on each month on $1,000, bro. Like I said, I think I had maybe I don't think I even fully told you, but it was 8,000 that I had in that one stock just to get a return of like 35 to $40 a month
Yep.
in dividends.
And that's
So
like,
I mean, anything like that sounds fucking
and,
crazy.
and that's just off the coin itself. So like, you're getting like that $20 in that coin. If the coin's value goes up, well, of course that money is gonna go up as well. And I'm like a little bit more bullish on this platform in particular because like it just came out on June. The platform, like the whole network itself, has been getting like a lot more traction and shit has been popping off. So stuff is still kind of like fresh, and like the coin's price has been pretty steady too, like over like its exception. So I feel like it hasn't had like its big break or its big pump, whatever. So I'm kind of like a pretty bullish on this one. So I'm just kind of pumping up the bags a little bit. I had like $200 in it, 200 or 250 in it, but now it's worth like $100. So I'm trying to add like more now that like the price is down. But
True.
I'm bullish because if I think at $100 you'll get 10K coins on that thing.
What platform are you buying those on?
Well, so I buy Algo like on Coinbase, and then I'll send it to my a wallet I have called like my Algo. It pretty much allows you to like mess with the network, and then I would actually go to a swap called TinyMan, and right from there I would be able to swap my Algo for like those like the Yuli coin and shit like that. So like
Okay, okay.
think of it like kind of like
I,
Pancake Swap in a sense, but not Pancake Swap.
I was about to say Pancake Swap's the one the major one I've heard of. I know a
Yeah.
lot of people did a lot of staking on there. I don't know if that's still the case.
Yeah, you can still stake. They have pretty good APY. And Pancake Swap has like been growing, and their price and their coin has been growing because it's just their platform's being used a lot. But like Pancake Swap is where you would go if you want to find like all of those like brand new shitty ass shit coins, like you want to fucking invest in like John Cena, Big Chillin or whatever the fuck, like you would go to PancakeSwap to like find that coin because they'll host fucking anything.
True. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. That's something I need to do more research on. They're called DAOs, right? Those are those decentralized networks, or like,
For yeah, like PancakeSwap I think is like decentralized.
right?
Um, but the platforms I'm using, I think I don't even know if there's, I think they're centralized
Honestly,
maybe,
at this
but
point, I don't like because of the
I
fact that there hasn't been a very like a 100% solid model for a decentralized network.
mhm.
Like, it's just gonna keep. We'll use what works until something better comes
Yeah,
out. You know what I mean? So I don't have a
yeah.
problem with centralized networks if it's better.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
I was gonna say like I'm not too opposed to centralized shit or like like or like a company like BlockFi offering me interest and like trusting them because in my mind it's just like at some point we're gonna have to trust somebody for them to like build out their
do it all the
shit
time.
and like show that this shit can work. At some point, we're gonna have to like do that. Like, not everything's gonna be like what we're hoping it's gonna be. Like, if we want this shit to grow, if we want this market to like, or the whole fucking crypto or all that bullshit to
Let the
like actually,
problems come. Let's deal with them.
yeah,
Like,
but like
make it work.
we're gonna have to like trust these fucking people if we're gonna want this shit to be massively adopted. Like fucking crypto.com is centralized and they're doing heavy marketing and they're getting more and more people into fucking crypto.com. They had a huge hack, but they're fucking reimbursing everybody, which is like really
I didn't
fucking
know
good.
that. Dang.
Yeah, they had a
Yeah, I
hack
mean
and
that's
like
huge. That's on a bank level then.
yeah,
You
and
know?
like they're fucking reimbursing everybody with like the coins that they lost. So like, and they're
Damn.
like a centralized
That's
thing, but they're
huge.
they're doing so much to fucking grow
In
the
that
fucking
case,
crypto scene.
centralization is better
Yeah, or like for
for sure.
like BlockFi, I really like their platform and like what they fucking brought in, like interest and shit like that. And I'm glad that they existed because it was a fucking company that was out of New York. So I was like, okay, it's in the U.S., it's in a hard fucking area to get licensed, and so there was like some more level of kind of comfortability like dealing with them. And I was like, I'm glad they fucking existed, and I would gladly support them, you know, and trust them, if they're doing some like cool shit. And they are. They fucking launched a fucking credit card, and that if you have their credit card, you get a boost in your interest while you hold on their platform, and then every time you swipe the card, you get like I think like 4% or 3% back in Bitcoin. So every time you're using the card, you're just getting Bitcoin back every time you spend money. And you would just pay it like a regular credit card. There was like no annual fees, and the interest was kind of high, I think. No, actually, no, I think the interest was pretty decent. But it was like a fucking like a
But
badass like credit
us,
card.
we're paying that off every month.
Yeah. And like I tried to apply, but fuck, I got denied. My credit was good. I just had fucking too much out, or I had too much money spent. But
Yeah, 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 yeah. Whatever. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but fucking like they fucking did that, and that was badass, and that was a big hit because it was like one of the first credit cards where you actually getting fucking Bitcoin back from fucking buying it. And like their whole
That was one of the
platforms,
first ones I heard about.
yeah, and like their whole platform's based off of like giving out loans too. Like that's how they pay out people. It's just their loans. If you need a loan for something, they'll you get the rewards from like the interest and all that bullshit. And that's how their platform exists. And like they do big money loans for like big platforms and shit.
The crypto cards really intrigued me, man. That $4,000 one. I don't know if you've seen that
Crypto.com,
one.
yeah, Crypto.com's fucking cards, they're really good. Like,
Stupid good. They were the best I've seen. The best cards I've seen so far. Like across regular banks, they just beat them, blew them
hmm
out the water,
yep,
completely.
yep.
I think it was like 12% for if you stake 40,000 in Crow. And that's cash back on card purchases or something like that. I could be wrong, but I want to say it was 12%.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think like 'cause I think when you get into higher tiers, there's a I think they have like a caveat on one thing, like 10% of your portfolio has to be that coin, or am I wrong? Or I think that was like a different platform. I remember there was one
Honestly,
platform.
there's got to be a caveat, bro, because
Yeah, because there was like a platform where I want to say it was crypto.com, but I could be wrong, where it was like you had to have like a certain percentage of your portfolio that coin. So like if you would buy more Bitcoin and the percentage was like lower, where you had to like average that shit out to like get those benefits. I could be wrong though if that was
okay, okay, yeah. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. I pulled them up, but I got the numbers wrong, or they changed them. I'm pretty sure they changed them. Could be wrong though.
Probably interest
But
rates are gonna fucking change over time.
fluctuate. Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's saying right here 400,000 for 8% in Crow rewards. 40,000 gets you 5%. This makes a lot more sense than 12%. But
Yeah.
I could have sworn just like 2 weeks ago that's what I was looking at. Like, yeah, and then 3% for 4,000 staked, which is not bad still. But and you get your Netflix and Spotify for free.
Yeah, I like that. Where they'll give you it's like reimbursing actually. I don't think they actually give you like a free account. They'll just give
Yeah,
you
it has it's not even a deal with the actual company. Yeah, they're literally just
yeah,
coming up with some
whatever the average price is, that's what you probably get in like Crow or some shit, which ain't nothing to them.
facts,
I like
facts,
I
facts.
don't know if you've seen I think it was well, let me ask like what's your thoughts on USDT?
USDT. Well, I mean, it paved the way for a lot of the price action we've seen. I don't trust it though.
Yeah.
I'm more of a USDC type of guy.
Yeah, USDC, fucking back my money.
Yeah.
Fucking Congress is like, let us see your shit. Let's see if your shit's backed by money. USDC. Here you go.
Yep.
USDT
Yep.
didn't even show up. Fucking bitches.
Nope.
But
Nope. And CoffeeZilla went in on them.
fucking I think it's on the Ethereum network. USDC finally surpassed USDT.
Yo, that's good to hear though. Because
So
honestly, it was very worrying. Like I said, all this price action is making a lot. I don't know. You get a lot of price action from a unstable stable
mm,
coin. Like it just I don't
yeah.
know, man.
Yeah, that like that was
Recipe
like a
for
sketchy part,
disaster.
but I was like a little bit I wasn't too worried. I felt like because I felt like there's just so much like institutional backing that exists now, where just like stocks, we could probably like make it, at the end. Like there's a lot of value that's seen in this stuff, and like a lot of institutional backing now that exists, where um you're gonna have people out there who are gonna, still kind of like support it. I feel like, or it's not just gonna like just fucking wipe away.
Facts though. Facts though.
Unless you think everyone, even institutional people, are fucking getting into like a whole Ponzi scheme shit and just trying to scam everybody.
Right, right. Hey, I mean, technically the Federal Reserve.
Yeah, I don't want to
Nah,
be too doomer on everything, so I want
yeah,
to go
true,
to the
true, true,
side
true.
where
It
no, they
works.
probably care or they probably like
Probably.
it.
I like to hope. I like to
Yeah,
hope. I like to think, man. We can hope.
I feel like everyone is
We
like
can be
too like
optimistic.
doomer and shit with fucking some stuff.
Oh yeah, you're not wrong, dude. You're not wrong. I can't mention the government to some of my friends without like it being like exactly what you said, bro. I don't know, man. They go conspiracy mode. It's like, bro.
That as some of those people, I'm just like, I can't talk. Like, I like talking politics, but damn, like conspiracies are cool and all, but like, there's a point where it's just like, at this point, we're just like talking words and like, ain't no one,
Bro,
none of us
exactly.
are
I told
gonna.
my friend, dude, one of my one of the first gripes, bro. Like even in high school, bro, I would tell him, I'd be like, dude, okay, you say the government, right? What are you talking about, bro? Do you know what the government is consists of, dog? There's so many agencies within the government,
Yeah,
and then
just
he's just like, it's just the government.
yeah,
And it's
just
just
don't
like,
say
bro,
they,
like,
fool. Like, give me a fucking like a sector or a fucking
sector
like
something, bro.
a person or some shit. Like, oh, did you hear that they said this about this person? I'm like, well, who? Well, they did. Like, who the hell's they? Like, who the hell said it?
Right,
Like, all
right,
the
dog.
CIA. Well, who of the CIA said it? Like, just don't fucking. Everyone wants to be big as fuck with this shit.
Right, right, right. There's no, I don't know. Without the right source of information, it's like, what? I don't
Bro,
know, man.
I've had some like political conversation. I'm just like, bro, like it's obvious, like you're more wanting to like play a side than actually like have like a fucking like a talk. I'm just like,
The topic itself,
yeah,
exactly. You want to play a side, no, 100%. But that's what this social media has breeded, the tribalism.
oh fucking
Just
yeah. I don't
but
partake in a lot of that shit. That's why I'm just like, I'll fucking. It's entertaining to see other people just like fucking go crazy over shit like that, but I won't fucking partake in
facts,
like the dumb
facts.
shit.
People get trolled.
Okay,
Yeah,
it doesn't seem too fun to me. I like having like the actual like conversations.
nah, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
Those are the
Shit.
fun parts. Shit. But any coins or any projects maybe?
Coins, bro. I'm
Uh,
on the stock end of you.
oh
I'm on the
yeah,
stock end over here, brother. Freaking clean spark, bro. And I told you
shit.
everything 6,000's a conservative estimate. I think it's a little bit below that.
Mm.
That's profit. They just did a submerged cooling. So not only do they have the newest edition of, I think they're like SJ19 Pro miners, the highest hash rate for lowest energy consumption ratio.
Hmm.
Uh, Not only that, they are a microgrid strategy company. Therefore, hopefully, they can incorporate either some of that software, some of that renewable
Yeah, like the
energy, to
Bitcoin
maybe lower
thing.
that more.
Yeah, the Bitcoin thing is like one part of their whole fucking company. Like
Exactly. No,
while
exactly.
that's going out, like they can still make like
And
strides in
it's a
like their other
such a
area.
great part of their company. They emphasized very hard that no, yes, just because we mine Bitcoin doesn't mean we're a Bitcoin mining company.
Yeah.
But I mean, with
It make
investor sentiment,
yeah, go for it, go
go
for it.
ahead,
No,
go
no,
ahead.
no, no, go
Oh,
finish.
yeah. I was gonna say investor sentiment. That changed quickly because of how much money in revenue that was generating for
Yeah.
them. They immediately changed their goal to they want to produce the lowest energy cost Bitcoin um, across the world.
Yeah.
So I mean that's their goal, and I see them executing it, and I see very possible, bro. And they're the cheapest they've been
Yeah.
on sale, bro. I think they're under 300 million right now, dude. Like I don't know, this is stupid cheap.
What's the
If
trading
you
at?
throw it's like $6 or
Fuck.
$5. I will say though, they've been IPO'd since 2020, and the lowest they've been was about $2 to $3. But that was before they ever acquired any of the Bitcoin assets,
Even at
bro.
that,
Bitcoin,
even at that, it's just going up to $6. That's still pretty good.
bro.
That's
It's
like
the amount
fucking
of risk is minimal right now, in my opinion, bro. Like it's just they're
yes. Send me
I
the
don't
name
care
of
how
that one
much
so I can
lower
tell
it
my wife
goes.
to get into that one. Because my wife does the stock shit. I just do the crypto shit.
Yeah, no, for sure. Tell her to research that one. I that's the one I do my actual research on. I'll read the balance sheets and stuff. It's been a minute, so I'm
We're gonna
gonna
have
tell you everything I should know
we're gonna
about them.
do you're gonna be our stock guy and we're gonna have a stock 10-minute stock section or some shit.
Yeah, dude, you gotta tell me which coins to be buying. You already told me Loop Ring, and then that other one you
Yeah,
just
loop
put
ring.
into.
There, like, I'm bullish on loop ring. There's definite criticism towards like at least the loop ring community. I don't think the actual company itself has had like anything that is I guess shady, but the community is quite culty. It's like in that realm because
Okay.
a
A
lot.
lot of these things get like that fast though.
Yes, because there was a rumor, or not even necessarily a rumor, but like whenever they were doing updates to like their code loopring, they would update their GitHub. Um, GitHub is where a lot of companies will post like their public code and shit like that, so that people can see it and shit. So
Okay, that's how
while
those gifts work and stuff.
yeah, and so whenever people were viewing or were looking through like the code that they recently like uploaded, within the code they noticed that there was a line that specifically labeled GameStop, and that it was like code that was supposed to interact with like a GameStop server or something. So I was like, oh fuck, like they actually like because like they were saying that uh like whenever they get this shit going, the NFT marketplace is gonna be launched with a premium partner. So like when their shit launches, like when everything's done, apparently a premium partner, I guess, is either spearheading it or is backing it. So there was like kind of speculation. Oh, well, it could probably be GameStop since a lot of the codes were just they had ties to GameStop. And then further in on like the IRL side, one of the heads at Looprings, like in the business side or whatever, actually took a position at GameStop for their NFT sector because GameStop was hiring a fuck ton of people for like their new NFT venture since now that they got all this fucking new investment
They're
money from the
changing.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
figure out like what to do now. And so they're fucking going head first into NFTs, and a lot of people from like the Loopring side were working in are now working for GameStop. So, you know, there's kind of some ties that are linked there. And like over time, more and more stuff like was popping up, like social media followings between GameStop NFT employees and like fucking Loopring employees, and more and more like leaked more codes linking to GameStop, and I think even people found the GameStop.eth address and shit.
Nothing official yet though.
Yeah, like nothing official has been launched. They've what they have launched, they had launched their layer 2 wallet where you could fucking get, interact with layer 2 shit. And they
And okay, okay, go ahead.
and then they launched their on ramp. So if you want, you could directly buy like ETH or I think just ETH and USDC directly on their app with fiat. So if you have like a bank card or a credit card, you can just buy crypto directly on their shit and like instantly get into like layer two and all that bullshit. The thing that
KuCoin recently just did that. Interestingly, but go ahead, go ahead.
Ooh. So right now everyone's waiting for is just like the NFT marketplace, but I guess there's speculation that it's not like the Loop Ring NFT marketplace. It's gonna be the Premium Partners NFT marketplace. And whenever like all the backend shit's done, and whenever the Premium Partners ready, that's when most likely it's gonna launch. Because I think maybe a month ago, GameStop posted that they're looking for NFT content creators or NFT creators to start like getting shit created for their new marketplace. So, you know, they're looking for people to start like producing shit for it. So, it's more or less kind of like we're thinking on the finish side. And I think even like the Loopring dev said that pretty much everything's mostly finished. It's just cleaning up the code and making sure that everything runs properly. Because like their whole thing is whenever it launches, they don't want to have like no bugs or they want to have minimal amount of bugs. So like the whole experience is seamless. So that's kind of uh, comforting, and apparently they worked hard with like the experience on like the wallets and like the on ramp. So there's some type of credibility there. So it could either be a flop
Like to
or
hear it.
a real
Like
big
to hear it.
fucking like pop off. Because there was that, and then this one's more of a rumor, but that apparently Alibaba, they're supposed to be Alibaba was supposed to get involved with the Loop Ring thing.
That'd be interesting.
There was like
So
small
basically,
ties,
crypto payments through Alibaba.
probably. I'm not too sure on that
Yeah.
one. Or
You
Alibaba
saw
is
with
doing NFT shit también. I'm not too sure.
yeah, oh yeah, you saw that with that thing. Quick tangent. That thing Elon Musk posted about Dogecoin. He said he told McDonald's if they accept it, that
Oh
he'll eat
yeah,
a Happy Meal.
yeah.
Dude, what a fool, though.
I'm like, dude, Dogecoin is like, I don't know.
It's
It's
funny. Just what you that all you said right there is my mood, my attitude towards it as well. You know what I mean?
mm,
But like, it's just been like I realized I don't know. Like I don't I can't hate it at all. Like I don't know. I just because I don't know. My friend Andrew,
like,
he threw in. Go ahead. Go ahead.
oh, is that go finish? Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine. I was gonna say my friend Andrew has no other investments, bro. I told him you're fucking crazy for doing that shit, dude. He
Why?
put in 4,000, bro. And then
Is he up at least still?
no, dude. And
Ah,
he
see
sold at a
that.
loss. He sold at a loss too, bro.
Uh,
And he's like, yeah, I wanted to buy Dogecoin when it dropped. I'm like, dude.
like the only
Bro,
like my issues with Doge is like there's really no like ongoing development. I think there was like a council or like a group that was started to try to get like Dogecoin to like some type of usable case, and like Elon and like the Ethereum co-founder were supposed to be like on the board and stuff like that.
they're always tweeting. They're always tweeting about it.
Yeah, so I haven't heard like any like new like updates about it, but granted I haven't even like bothered to keep up with it. But like Doge like just it relied on like like so many people to
So
just like
a movement. That's what I
yeah
told
to
my
rally
friend
it.
Andrew. Like that's the biggest thing it has for it. It's just
Yeah.
the community. And I ain't gonna doubt the community,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like I'm not gonna
Like
invest in something fully community
like
driven. You know,
there's a
like
point where there's probably gonna be a use case or there's gonna be like huge development for Doge and it's just gonna pop
oh, there
off,
is.
you know.
Musk, the biggest potential he said was running some sort of Dogecoin network across Starlink satellites. I don't know how realistic that is or
Yeah, I don't
how
know
if
how
that would ever
realistic.
happen. But point being, like that sounded like one of the biggest catalysts for me. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
The only
There's
thing
possibilities.
The only thing I think that would probably move the price is I think there is a satellite a satellite or a rocket that's being shot into space and it's it's
A
called Doge
Dogecoin
1.
face on it,
Yeah, it's
and they're
like Doge
paying
1.
for it with Doge or something.
Yeah, that guy probably sold his shit fucking hella quick after that fucking crash. But
Right,
I
dude.
highly
Oh,
bet.
the SNL. You're talking about the SNL. Dude, that was when it first crashed. It hit like 70, 80.
Yeah, cause
And then
fucking, cause I highly doubt the guy who built that satellite is holding Doge. I'm pretty sure he wants cash for that fucking satellite.
no, wait. Maybe you misunderstood me. I was saying like Elon Musk himself was mentioning like maybe he can use his SpaceX
Yeah, no,
satellite system.
no,
Okay.
yeah, I was mentioning like a whole, it's like there was like this is supposed to be an upcoming thing that's supposed to happen soon. Is
Oh, with him sending the rocket up, right?
Yeah, that's like it's
Yeah,
supposed to be
okay,
like
I got the
labeled in
news.
Doge and like Doge one or some shit. But I think that would be probably the maybe the only thing that might cause like a price movement, but nothing like too much. It's just like there's gonna be like some
It's
initial
gonna be like
hype.
SNL, bro. It's gonna be like people are gonna buy the news, sell the rumor, and or
Yeah,
whatever. I said that wrong, but
yeah. I have there's just other coins that are just better to buy. Like SHIB is fucking hella down. I know people are whole die hard with SHIB. Fucking
they
Doge
are. My
killer.
uncle, Adam, my uncle Adam.
Yeah.
He owns like 23 million.
Fuck. Did he
He's like,
sell?
no, he didn't. He didn't. He hasn't. He's just
Why
gonna
won't
keep it.
people sell, dude? Why won't people sell,
You know, he
dude?
told me. He said, all it has to do is reach a cent.
It's never gonna reach. I think, fuck. I think
I think Tommy
Shib.
was telling him.
I think Shib early on their site. Cause I bought in like I should have fucking held, but I learned my lesson. I hold all my shit coins now. Cause I probably would have been up quite a bit. But I think on their site, like it was like one of those things that like they said like it was almost like impossible for it to like hit a cent. There was like a kind of like a cap of like where it could go.
So
I
yeah,
think.
no, the market cap, in order for it to reach a cent, would have
Hmm.
had to have been more than like the amount of money in existence or something like that.
Hmm.
If I remember correctly, so it was
Yeah.
in the trillions, trillions upon trillions.
Yeah.
When Apple is only valued at like 2 trillion.
And I think
You know,
Shib's only doing like they're making a a gaming platform and then they're starting like an NFT exchange. It's like everyone starts an exchange, everyone starts a marketplace, everyone's doing like a shitty like game. Like that's like nothing new right now. Like you gotta that's not gonna get you to a fucking penny.
that's a fact, though. That's a fact, bro.
So it's just like
Fucking,
I don't know. I'm like I'm pissed like 'cause you could make good money, but if you're not fucking selling, what's the point, dude? Like
that's a fact. You know, it's crazy. You mentioned the options earlier at the homie. He made 250, bro, and this was after he made
250K?
20. Yeah, 250.
Fuck.
He only pulled out 60 though, and the rest he let it run, and it became nothing. But
Hey, at least you got
no,
something. I'll
yeah,
fucking
he didn't have to pay taxes on it, so hey,
yeah. Yeah, it was
it's good
fucking
money.
it was a planned strategy.
Right. It's all part of the plan. No,
Yeah.
exactly. But
I
I mean, shit,
I
that
made
was also
60 grand in a year tax free. That sounds good.
right, shit, and it was less than 1,000 that he had left for those options. Less than $1,000, bro.
Damn.
I got the screenshots. We're in like a stock group chat, and I don't know. It's crazy because he was already done. He made 20,000 with like less than 1,000 before, and then he lost it all. And then he was, boom, he's doing it again, and I'm seeing it rise, and I'm like, dude, this guy's he. I always respected that he had a different investing style,
Hmm.
willing to take way
Yep.
bigger risks than I ever
Yep.
could.
Yep.
So I always respect the fact that he could get
Yeah.
bigger rewards. You
I
know,
get proud to those people because like I feel like most of those guys are like alcoholics or the cokeheads or some shit. Like they're fucking like like
it's true
they
though.
ain't like normal type people. Cause fuck you.
Dude, for
I
real.
have a guy who I got into crypto, but his first venture into crypto was spending like 5 grand on a fucking Ethereum mining machine that had like 8 and like 9 fucking GPUs
Oh
and
my
shit.
God. Hey, that doesn't sound like a bad though.
Oh no, yeah,
Was
it's
it good?
good. Yeah, he makes good money. He still doesn't have one Ethereum because he always fucking trades it. I'm like,
Of
pendejo, how
course.
do you not have one ETH still when you fucking been making all this money? He's like, yeah, no, I just trade it. But yeah, he's
Yeah,
like
some
making good
people are
money. But that was like
different.
his first like venture. But he has like a friend, like all he does is like fucking buy shit coins. He'll drop like mad money on him, and he sometimes he'll win. Like he can like find those coins apparently. He'll win, but like he'll be up, but he would never pay down like his credit card debt. Like he still has his credit card debt and shit like that. But he like would never sell and like use that to like pay off some debt. He would just throw it back in. And just like, bro, at least pay off your debt. Like this is like money you could fucking like
At least.
pay off your debt so you can at least like not be stressed about that shit. And he's like,
As long
nah.
as as long as the interest ain't terrible, you know.
Yeah.
If he's using margin, then hey, the margins are like so it's like free money with margin.
I'm
I would
saying like
say that.
leveraging your shit.
I mean, because you can use I don't know, most brokerages is yeah. I mean, don't you could use that margin just you could. Robinhood doesn't make me spend it on stocks. I could just use it on whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would rather, but yeah, I don't know. Margin, it's a sketchy thing, dude. Definitely is.
Yeah, it's just how much risk you're willing to take. That's why it's just like I guess the approach that I have, I'm like okay with it, at least like where I'm at financially and shit like that. Like I'm like I feel like I'm in like a perfect place where I'm not like too stressed. I'm not really stressed at all about my investments. I'm pretty hopeful or bullish on like what my like shit's gonna look like. Like I have the patience to kind of like do like the like wait out those like years, and I appreciate like the small gains that I'm getting now, to like, and so it kind of just gets me ready for like potential big gains, in the future. I felt like I'm like the strategy I'm
Well,
at
you're
right now.
setting yourself up. Yeah, you're setting
Yeah.
yourself up for that. That's gonna happen. I know it, and that's it's pretty much where I'm at. Like I said, there would be days. I mean, shit, for the whole 2020, maybe 2021, I was trading. Like I said, I did that big number, and what is it called? I don't know. The stress it feels a lot better when you don't have to think about it. You
Yep.
know, you just keep putting in the money. You just
Yep.
know you're gonna be there, dude.
I
You're good.
think
You're
I,
good.
I think some people probably whenever they get in, I feel like they might get in with like that idea of kind of um like making like that big money pretty quick. Like I feel like the idea of like in the middle or like the balance kind of like investing strategy is not very like common. I guess like or the first thing people really like think about because you're like all or nothing type shit.
Exactly. No, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
And it's just like
Um,
you could fucking like I started with $10 a week. $10 a week. That's all I started with. And it fucking worked out. Like, yeah, I could have had more gains with fucking more money, but I couldn't. But just with $10 a week, I was able to give myself this extra money that I didn't have before. Like now I'm able
and
to do more
I don't
money.
know. I love that. I love your story because people will hear that and they don't want to believe it or they I don't know.
I do.
It's because it sucks because you can't tell them the same thing's gonna happen to them.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, bro, even better could happen to you. If not, like just start. You know,
Yeah.
like just I don't know,
Dude,
man.
there is fuck. I think it was Bitcoin went up. Well, it was like at night. My friend was living here at my apartment for a bit, and like I think my portfolio or like my Bitcoin was like it was like at 4 grand or some shit. Right? It was like 4 grand. We went to sleep. I woke up and I think like my shit was like at like 6 grand. Like overnight. Like I got like over like almost like over like $1,000 overnight. I was like, what
It's
the
like you
fuck?
won the high you get from that is like winning the lottery. It's
And,
not like
and
a huge. Go ahead, go ahead.
I showed my friend. He was like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "See, look, within a day, this was like one of my friends. I was trying to get in, because whenever I first started, I was trying to get other people to get in with me. So so it was kind of like a group of us, but no one did.
Yeah,
So I was like, "See, fucker, like
same, dude.
if you would have fucking got in, like look at this shit. Like this shit happened overnight, and like I just dropped $10 a week, or I just dropped like a little bit. Like I'm not spending hundreds of dollars. Like I'm literally spending like a fucking $10 a week." And I let that build
Bro,
up.
they don't get it though. They don't get it. They don't want to
Hmm.
start, bro. Hey,
That's
you
that's
know what I will say? Hopefully, like, I don't know if we do this, depending on like how further we take this little, thing we're doing right here. We'll
yeah.
cut this out too. I will say as long as we can get like maybe like a couple people to just get interested or start,
Hmm.
that'd be cool. Or learn something.
Yeah,
I'll be I'll be satisfied with that.
that's why I got the Discord, 'cause I feel like I was grateful that I had like one guy who he didn't necessarily hold my hand through it, but he was like someone who was heavy into crypto. Like he was like my graphics designer for my organization for a bit. And he literally threw like 90% of his income into crypto. Like he had the only fiat he had was to like pay bills and like other responsibilities. Other than that, any excess money went straight into crypto.
Went
And
all in.
I remember he would never tell me how much he actually had, but for I've gotten like under like I've figured he's gotten quite a bit of money, in this shit. And when the bull market happened, dude ghosted. He like went offline. deleted all things social media, any presence of him online. We did a podcast together. He was like, "Hey, can you delete that podcast? Like, I'm about to like, go dark and shit like that." And he wouldn't like say why or anything, but like I already knew in like my head like what the fuck it was, and like I think like 2, 3 months later, like the bull market was still fucking going, and I get a random ass email from this fucker like, "Hey, the market's looking pretty good, ain't it?" I was like, "Ah, you little fucker, dude!" Like I know he was still good because everything was like going up, and he was buying for like years. Like I think he was probably buying like around like the 2017 and shit. So he
Damn,
had a
he's
bag,
set.
dude. He had a fucking bag. So like when he dipped, like he didn't tell nobody. Dude, I had one of his random friends would like message me, or she like messaged me, worried about him because they didn't tell nobody. He just dipped, and
Well, that's
so
something I would have done, bro. If I win, bro, you'll know, bro. You know,
yeah.
I'm out. I'm
So
out.
like I didn't want to give like too much info because like he wanted me not to like give too much like be open about it with like other people and shit like that. So I was like, all right, So I didn't give like too much info, but I just like told him like, no, well I talked to him. He emailed me. He's still alive. He's not dead. But
Right, right, right.
all I did was just like give her the email, and she's like, you can try to contact him. But I think it was I don't think it was necessarily a burner email, but I think it was one that like it was like an oddball one that he just doesn't use much.
True,
But
true, true.
that was like one of the
Damn, that's
moments
cool
that
that he even contacted you though.
yeah.
He's like, Mark is looking pretty good.
Yeah, but he was like the one that was like he was the one telling me to get into it, and like my dumb ass, I fucking took too long to get in, you know, because I didn't have the spare cash. It was still all new to me, but he was still doing this thing, and he was always telling me get in, get in, get in, and like finally I got in, and like now I'm where I'm at now, and he like I said he helped out a little bit. He would give me information here or there, but like I wasn't like constantly bugging him like, hey, what's this? Where to throw my money or whatever. I was still trying to do my shit. But like, if I had a question, I would just be like, "Hey, do you know anything about this?" and see if he would tell me. But like, just having that little bit of help made it easier for me to like actually like go through like this whole like crypto
Stay
journey.
in it, man.
Yeah.
See, I wish I see. I like how you appreciate that, even though, like, I don't know. I have a friend, maybe two of them that I've told this to. I'm like, dude, look, just start 10, $20 a week, a month.
Hmm.
That I would put as much as possible, but I'm like trying to get them a reason of like something they're willing to give.
Yep.
And I even told him I was like, dude, the first 150 about $150, like I'm telling you right here, you're not gonna lose it. If you
Hmm.
do, I'm gonna give you the money, right? Like this is you're gonna get reimbursed. You know what I mean? You're not gonna lose this money.
Yep.
Just
You
start
you
doing this,
almost have to like you have to pay someone to start investing just so they could
bro.
like
Literally, bro.
understand it. And it's like one of those things like give it 3 months, maybe not even 3 months, but like be consistent for like a month or two, and you
See
will
what it's like to pay yourself. You know?
you will see it, and then like everything will start clicking like, but it's just getting through that initial fucking like hump, that initial fucking like start.
That one point I would always stress is like, bro, you printed money with money. Why the fuck are you gonna take that money and spend it when you could just print more money with the money you just printed? And
Yeah,
it's like a real redundant way of saying it, but it's
it
like,
sounds
how else can
cheesy
I
as
say it
fuck.
simpler?
It sounds
You know,
cheesy as fuck.
but bro, think about it, bro. Like, I don't know,
Hmm.
you printed money with money, and
Yeah,
your first thought
it's
is to just
hard.
spend it.
Yeah, it's hard not to like seem like shilly or like not doesn't even like scammy, but like it just like the too good to be true type shit. Like it's not that
That's
easy.
true.
There's like more shit. There's like there's more to it than what you're like explaining. Type shit. Like there's always some like underlying shit, I guess. But
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, like I always say, just invest what you're willing to
yeah,
lose, and that's it. You
yeah.
know that nothing go wrong when you do that, man.
And that's why I like the
You know,
$10 a week. So it's just like I could afford to lose this $10, and doing that
exactly.
for 52
Spend that on
weeks.
a exactly, and then look where you're at now.
Yep.
Some people will spend that on a lottery ticket times three a day. You know,
Hmm. And I say like to throw $100 at, like off the back. Yeah, okay, that's probably a big like first move for like a lot of people. Like losing $100. That would kind of suck. But like I like how I did it, and like how I was saying, like losing $10 a week isn't that bad. Like we throw away $10 like so many times throughout like the day. Like $10 a week, you'll be okay losing that.
seriously, people will argue to the death though, and I can't dispute their anecdotal evidence of their own
Yeah,
life, but
yeah,
it's like they will argue to their death that there's no way I could just put this $5 and forget about it. There's just no
yeah.
way. I'm like, Bro, I mean, I get it though. They'll
Yeah,
always explain it. Well, then you've got cost and you've got the amount of money you make. You've got to either increase how much you make or decrease how much
yeah,
you spend, and do both ideally, right?
yeah. I'm not
So,
gonna knock like people. Like there's some people who just have like a shitty draw in life, and there's just gonna be a struggle. Um, not everyone's gonna have like the same path to like kind of get out of that rut, or even get out of that rut in general. So just like one of those things,
facts. Whether it's
again,
drugs, whether it's
yep.
life.
You only can do so much. Like that's like they're not gonna take it. They can't take it. That's fine.
Right,
You know.
right, right. It's like what you want for some people, they don't want for themselves.
Yep. Like they're like it's okay to have there's people out there who they're probably just gonna be working at a gas station. That's not necessarily bad. Like some people
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah, yeah, yeah,
some
yeah. No,
they
I
see
forget. I
they like
forget.
their
That's
life like
very
that.
true.
Like that's why I say like you don't like the idea of having to be like the best or like make all this money or become like these high like earners. Not everyone's necessarily cut out for that type of lifestyle or that type of journey. That shit's stressful. That shit's hard. Like and then mix in like throwing a kid involved in that shit and it just becomes even more harder. Like that life to get there isn't always like enjoyable for like a lot of people. So
No,
that's not,
100%. That's why my mind's blown at people like Musk, even
yeah.
maybe Bezos, man.
Yeah, those fucking psychopaths who just like, yeah, no, I pretty much work like 48 hours. I'm like, don't you have like a family? Like, don't you go home or anything? Like, no, I'm like sleeping at the office. I'm like, oh,
Like,
okay.
what the hell? All right.
Like, I get it,
Richest
yeah.
guy in the world. Okay.
Like, I get it, that like, you're pioneering some shit, but like, I kind of want to go home, play some games for 8 hours and not give a fuck. I kind of want to just like sleep
Yeah,
in on a
facts,
Sunday.
bro. That's why we need those people. And that's why I like the economy. I could pay
Yeah.
people to do with the things I
Oh,
don't want to do.
I'm a capitalist. I like that shit.
Yes, bro. Yes. It
Fucking,
fixes itself, bro.
I am a proponent of,
Imperfect, but
yeah, I'm a proponent of paying people.
yeah,
That's what I
I'm
did.
all with you, bro.
That's what I did for like fucking like for my organization. Like my biggest thing, it wasn't necessarily like a payroll, but like I would like it would just be like whatever rate they would give me. But like if I found a good artist, I would make sure to like always pay what they wanted and like make sure to at least pay them
Right, right, right.
in a reasonable time because it's just like they bring so much fucking value and like I don't got those skills. That's a fucking worth the investment, and I feel like it shows from like the social media growth that I was able to pull when we would like post like some actual like effort fucking graphics compared to like other teams. Like it genuinely showed. I feel.
Some high quality posts, some high
Yeah,
quality aesthetic.
bro. We were posting shit like we're a pro organization, but we're out here fucking like a city org.
Right, right, right. I did recall. I think I do remember seeing some pretty crazy stuff.
What do you mean?
Well, like just the posts, just high quality posts. Exactly
From
what you said.
my
Sound.
esports org.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
trying to look for it right now on Twitter.
yeah, it's current esports.
Current esports. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'll follow. Pretty
I've,
sure I do.
pretty much that's on like hiatus right now. Crypto has been making me money compared to esports, which was fucking wasting money. But I want to,
Diverted your attention.
yeah. So I want to revisit it, but I want to go in at a different approach, and then I want to have a more some capital to start with, and kind of take it like a year by year that way. I learned a lot of shit whenever initially did it. But the hard thing was like not having capital or not having money. So it was just like always trying to like
Get
figure
things
out,
rolling.
yeah. So it was like either trying to find ways to like, get shit going with like little cost as possible, and like still trying to grow. Like it's kind of difficult, but luckily the esports way or the esports ecosystem kind of like helped. But like now
Mhm.
with all the stuff that I've like learned and everything, like if I felt like if I had say like 15 grand right now, um I could use that 15 grand quite well to like I could get like maybe one or two players, pay for like a year or a couple months for like certain like for events, and just do like huge marketing campaigns surrounding like around these two players and just try to do like some content and shit like that, and like use that as like the initial startup to get the growth, and then try to put like a sponsor to keep on going further.
That 100% sounds like you learned a lot, and you already know
Oh
what
yeah,
to
it
do.
was just I
If you
didn't have
get
money.
two players going viral,
I didn't have money. Like if I had like I was able to get like was able to like provide a little bit like we had two players. They were brothers from Mexico, and we paid to send them to like a major event for like Super Smash Brothers, and like they were like really good double players because since they were brothers, they were fucking like they would always play with each other, so they knew
Grew
how
up
to like
playing.
work with each other. So they're stupid good with doubles. I think they
That's
got like
awesome.
fuck, I think it was like sixth place in doubles, and they were beating like pro Super Smash Brother players and all that shit. And then like on the
That's
single
awesome.
sides, they were placed like really well in singles as well. And like even the one of the players Meme, he beat like a couple of pro players, and like those were like really good matches. And I remember like being at a venue here in San Antonio, and we were watching it on stream, and we were all like fucking cheering on for them and shit like that. I was like, fuck, if I had like more money, I could like actually like do this like consistently and just like focus on like these type of people, like it would be like be I pretty much I could grow it I would
Generate
optimize
some
that
buzz.
growth. Yeah, I could optimize that a lot more like if I had that initial capital. So if I could get that
Right.
capital, I'll revisit it. I feel like.
Because the only thing the I would think you really want to like strive to be like is because I mean they're the best I can think of at the moment when it
Hmm.
comes to making money through all of it. It's like maybe like the 100 Thieves.
Yeah,
They go crazy with it. The
yeah, because
cash app sponsorships,
yeah, they had
the
the
names,
compound. I think the big thing that they had for them was that uh they did the streetwear merch,
back
but
then too.
but I think all their merch was made in house. I don't like I
Okay, okay.
they make their own merch, not like I don't think they go through a company or
Outsource
anything.
it.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that was like a big component to their merch because they were able to control supply, quality, and all that stuff. And every time they do a merch drop, it's always sold out in like a fucking hour or so because like they were able to like keep that.
Merch game on point.
Yeah, they were able to like fucking like nail that shit, and so they're able to generate like pretty good income because their shit ain't cheap, but they fucking good ass quality. So they
Oh
killed it in
yeah,
that
yeah.
game.
I didn't know it was their merch that really was a big backbone for them.
Well, yeah, because not everyone's gonna want to buy like a gamer's T-shirt, you know, who to buy like a pro player's name on a T-shirt. Yeah, like high school kids or like middle schoolers and
Niche.
stuff like that. But for like people who are out of high school or the people who are older, you kind of want to have some clothes that they would be willing to wear, probably like on an everyday basis. So, uh,
That still represents the same thing.
yeah, so you see it with like FaZe Clan and then 100 Thieves or just other companies. I don't know if you heard one company, clothing company called Rich and Lonely.
Nah, I haven't heard of them.
Look them up. They're actually pretty good. But like they're
Rich and Lonely?
yeah, rich and
I like
lonely.
the name.
But like they all kind of move to like the streetwear side of like art and stuff because it brought in like a wider audience. It wasn't just like targeted just like high schoolers. Like now, people who are just like style, would probably be willing to buy it, not necessarily because they like the protein.
Wait, what is Rich and Lonely though? Are they strictly a brand?
And
Or they're
it's strictly a brand that's owned by
I'm about to
two
cop one of these
guys.
hoodies, bro.
That it's owned by two guys who are part of the Optic organization. Pretty much, one guy is into like streetwear shit and stuff like that, and the other guy who's like a real badass like designer. So they both started their own brand, which is Rich and Lonely, and they do their stuff. But I like their logo and I like their style. It's like hella clean.
Oh yeah, I like this a lot. Straight up.
I feel like
Damn. So
that
that's
felt
a
like that'd be
big
some shit for you.
yeah, no, I like this. I like this a lot. Straight up. I might cop one of these hoodies. But yeah, fucking. Well, yeah. How long have we ran it? How long have we ran it so far?
Shit, bro. We got like an hour and 13. That just
Damn.
streamed. Hour 13 just streamed. That's not even including fucking pre-stream
Before.
shit.
Yeah, we talked a lot. We talked a lot. And I have a feeling just watching this, I'm gonna get a good feeling like how I'm gonna want to like, either
Yeah.
portray myself, talk, look, and just flow, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
like what I told you earlier, you gotta look at it third perspective.
Actually, we forgot to, yeah, we forgot to fucking get the intro going, but we could fill the intro now, I guess. Or just kind of like
Okay.
a not necessarily a recap intro, just be like, other shit, and we'll just cut it in front. But it doesn't have to be a professional intro, cause boy, we fucking tried.
Yeah, we're just feeling it out here, bro. Yeah.
All right. So, like, I'm gonna do three, two, one,
Who's
and then boom, intro mode.
who's going first? All right, yeah, you go. You get it.
I'll go. I'll start it off, and then we'll go from there. All
All
right,
right,
ready?
cool, cool.
Three, two, one. All right. So we forgot to record an intro, for the first pilot episode. Not a good start, I feel like. But hey, we boys out here. We just trying to figure this shit out. But this is the pilot episode for the Bear With Us podcast. My name's Izzy or Cloudy. That's why I go on online. I don't have our social medias right now up, but like I said, we're just trying to get this shit figured out. But this is the homie, the co-host.
This is Johnny. Appreciate y'all listening. Bear with us, man. That's
Bear with us,
what we
deadass.
are.
Bear with us with the setup, and then bear with us with this fucking market ups and downs. But the thing to expect from these podcasts or yeah, this type of like talks is just overall like crypto stocks, kind of financial stuff. And just kind of maybe even like personal growth shit. I feel like we're kind of like well, I'm in like my late 20s and shit, but you know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're there. We're on the path, man. And hopefully, just being able to shed light, just explaining topics that people think are confusing, in a
yeah.
in a in a simpler way, you know.
And so this intro is going to be cut in and post in front of the episode. So after that, you're just going to get a hard cut to when the podcast starts. Hope y'all enjoy and let us know what y'all think. Thank y'all.
Thanks, everybody.
Cut.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll just fucking
we
add that
got
shit in
something.
front. But
Yeah,
I feel like we could easily fit like because we talked before and then now I feel like we could easily like get like some content.
yeah. No, I feel it. I feel it.
That's because we
We'll
didn't even
just
react to
we'll
anything
take
either.
right, right, right. We'll take the best parts, and then see. And like I told you, I mentioned it before. I'm not afraid to talk about the same things over if we
Yeah,
can relay it out
yeah.
for better way for the
Cause
audience.
like,
You know what I mean?
cause I was thinking we could do like the edit with the full VOD, unedited, whatever, and then from there cut like smaller portions, like clip size videos. Those would be like the like uploaded as well. So like, if you don't want to watch the 2 hour, or the hour and a half, or the fuck, just click on these little small bits, which will probably be like a minute to 5 minutes, depending on like whatever we're talking about. At least like whenever we're talking about like the fucking Bitcoin miner company or like the renewable energy. It's like, oh, that would be a clip. That was like a short conversation. Or like
We
about
mentioned the
like
company
investing.
and what they're doing. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Or
yeah.
like how like my story of like just starting investing, like that would be a clip. That could be like a small bit. So it's like,
Through
all right,
crypto.
yeah. So if you like that small clip and it's interesting, well, here's the full VOD, and it's like an hour plus long. If you want to just hear the whole conversation, here's the whole conversation. If not, then here's the small bits that you can just click and play whenever you want.
Exactly. And you know what? I have a feeling we could pull in if we pull in the same type of people as us, bro. Like, the people who are just like kind of just baffled at the people that don't see what they see yet. When it comes to
Yeah.
investing. Not like we know something that they don't
Yeah,
know. It's just
yeah.
they just don't
Like
understand
we
it.
gotta be clear. We're 2 years in still, so
Right, right, right. We got a lot to learn
fucking
ourselves.
out
And
here
hey,
Warren Buffett
we made
ass.
right, right. Hey, not like I don't know. We made money, man. We're good.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
we made money through the bull market, so
True,
we gotta
true.
go through the bear market and see if we're all right. But
See where
yeah,
we're at.
I'm embracing these crashes. I'm embracing
I'm with
the
you,
bear
dude.
market. So let's just fucking bring it. But yeah, maybe want to end it
Thanks.
right now though. I feel like we went on
Yeah,
pretty long, and then we'll just
yeah, yeah,
get to
yeah,
the
yeah.
footage.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
All right,
figured.
I'll send you the links to my Twitch account, and then let's say you want to browse through the content, you could do that. I think it's already on my YouTube. I was streaming live on Twitch and YouTube, so I was doing
Oh,
multi-broadcast.
okay, okay, okay. I thought we were practicing. Is it?
Yeah,
You went live.
yeah, bro.
That's
Fucking that's
funny.
it. They said it's a pilot episode. This is just to get like the
Okay, okay.
idea, like how it's gonna sound and everything, and just get it uploaded.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, but don't be afraid to we're move those. We wanna come out the best we can,
Hey,
in my
people like to
opinion.
see the progress. People like to see
True,
the come
true,
up.
true.
I said this is the
It's
first
just
episode. Most people probably won't get like, or we probably won't gain growth until like the 25th or some shit episode. So they're gonna see
right,
us at like
right.
episode one, like, damn, these dudes are trying, and that 25th, like, I appreciate their growth.
Right? Hey, no, no, you're right. Now you're right. You're
You
fucking
gotta
right,
you
dude. We're
gotta
gonna
see
get
that shit.
better. We're gonna get better. We're gonna
Yeah,
get better.
yeah. People
That's a
gotta see
fact.
people gotta see us try. They gotta see us fail. They're like, damn, that was a
You're right.
cringe ass fucking intro, and then like episode
Right,
30,
right, right.
we got like fucking ESPN style shit. Da-da-da-da.
Dude, yes, bro, yes. That's hilarious, bro.
Oh,
But all
no.
right, dude.
Yeah, we got.
Well, what tomorrow? Or what's the plan? What's the plan?
If you got time tomorrow, then we could go over the clips, and then or we could go over the VOD tomorrow, and then pick and choose like clips that we like and shit.
Okay, yeah, no, that sounds good. Yeah, yeah. I'll edit a couple clips and then
Yeah,
see what you come up with, and I'll see what I come up with.
yeah, we could just go through, we could like review it and criticize it, whatever the fuck, and then
Hmm.
from there. And then if we have time or anything, we'll probably like film a reaction, like a
Okay.
video or some shit. Since you haven't seen
And
Spencer Cornelia, I could probably post some good videos from him.
yeah, that'd be cool. That would be cool. I will say I'm gonna be entirely open to all types of criticism, bro. If I sound weird, I look weird, just tell me, bro.
Ah, yeah, same,
I
same,
need to
same,
straighten myself out, okay?
same, same.
Yeah, yeah, for sure,
Nah,
not
we'll,
for
we'll
sure.
we'll figure this shit out though. No worries. Like I said,
We will, we
this is
will.
gonna be a journey.
Yes, it
This
is.
is
I
our
love
first
it
step. Our first step.
for sure. I told Adam about it too. He said, "Yeah, let me know. I'll give it a listen." So
Bad
we'll see.
shit. But yeah, like I said, it'll
Yeah.
be on YouTube, so fucking show that shit. Then, like I said, it'll be on Twitch as well. But all right, man.
Bet. All right, bro. Well, I'll
Good
talk to
talking
you
to you, man.
tomorrow.
I really
For
enjoy
sure,
that
for
shit.
sure. Hey, seriously, bro. Seriously. And I'll be extra prepared next
Yeah,
time we do it.
no worries. Shit. Like I said, we're just gonna get better over time. Don't be too harsh, in the beginning. Like I said, we're just filling it out. We're just trying to get our vocals going, get the conversation flow going. We'll get more structured in like 10th episode. Don't worry.
No, yeah, you're right. I like how you mentioned the vocals too, bro, because I need to be more conscious of that. I swear to God.
I said
But
it'll be alright. Like I said, this is a journey. We're never gonna be the fucking best in the first try. It's gonna be like episode 30 or some shit when, everything like really flows in. Like, no,
we're looking good.
yeah,
Yeah, hey, next thing you know, we got like the same background, or
Mm,
we're in a place in this physical place,
yeah.
bro. Who knows, right?
All right,
But all
that's it.
right, brother. Fucking, I'll talk to you tomorrow then, and good night or what?
All right, man. I'll catch you later. I'm gonna end the stream right now. Shit, doses.